As the temperatures decrease a little bit, that means flu season is on its way. But when it comes to flu vaccines, our next guest says that there are many misconceptions and myths. So here to debunk the top 5 myths is Dr. Julian Falla. He's on Falla. He's a primary care physician from Hartford Healthcare Medical Group and Mid-State Medical Center affiliated physician, and joins us now here on CT Style. Thanks for joining us, Doc.
Thank you for having me in your show, Ryan.
Absolutely. We appreciate you joining us, and I think it's important to note who is most at risk for getting the flu during flu season.
It is important to understand that females, pregnant females, elderly, kids, and any person with a chronic disease is at higher risk for influenza.
Okay, so now that we know that, there are a lot of myths out there. Some people think, maybe I only have to get it once every few years. But the first myth, well, you're going to tell us if it's a myth or not. The flu vaccine gives you the flu. A lot of people are afraid to get the actual vaccine.
Yes, absolutely. So the flu will not give you the flu. But the flu can give some people some side effects, and in the great majority of cases, they're mild. So I don't think people should be afraid of getting the flu shot because they're going to get sick, because in reality, most people do not get any side effect. Okay. So I think everybody should get the flu shot because it's going to be providing protection, not just for that person, but for everybody.
For the next person, right, that makes sense. Myth number 2, I got the flu vaccine last year, so I don't need it this year. Is that true, false?
Every year you need a flu shot. What happens is, every season, the circulating viruses may change. The formulation for the flu vaccine also changes accordingly to those changes in the circulating viruses.
So it's different every single year, different
It can
vaccine.
be very different every year, and then you need to get the new vaccine to get the protection for that season.
Now, this year specifically, is it supposed to be a more difficult flu to deal with than in past years?
It is always something that it is hard to determine because it depends on a lot of factors, the circulating viruses. Those viruses can sometimes mutate and change. And what happened to last season, for example, the virus mutated last minute and the vaccine that was developed was not a good match. But every season we get prepared with the best available preparation, and we just have to take our chances.
All right. Another myth or thing that is true and false, I can't get the flu vaccine because I'm pregnant. And you say that pregnant women are most at risk.
Right. Pregnant women need to understand that they are at higher risk compared with the rest of the population. So another important protection that they get when they get the flu shot, and during the first few months when they're breastfeeding, they can pass this immunity to the children. So they will be protected as well.
So doctor, another myth that people have is they get the flu shot, but then they get the flu, so then they think the vaccine didn't work. What's up with that?
The vaccine is not going to provide 100% protection, but it's your best shot at getting some protection for the season that is coming. So yes, some people may get the vaccination, they still can get influenza. Remember that we do have in the preparations sometimes 3 or 4 different types of virus. But if we happen to have another virus that is circulating that is not included in the vaccine, you may get influenza disease anyways. Number
5, we have, I'm allergic to eggs, so I can't get the flu shot. This is interesting because isn't part of the flu shot, it's made from eggs?
The great majority of the vaccine that's available is made from eggs. However, there are preparations that have been for many years now developed for those who are allergic to eggs. And you can find a preparation, if you have or you know that you have that egg allergy, there is a special vaccine that you can receive, and you're not going to have the side effect.
Very great tips there. Dr. Falla, thank you so much for joining us here today on CT Style. Absolutely. For a little bit more information on how to prevent the flu in your home, all you got to do is head on over to HartfordHealthcareMedicalGroup.org.